Hi, and welcome to our GPBR April monthly chat. I'm Kris Dorer, I'm your CEO. I'm here today with Denise Hardy, who's a member of our board of directors, and she's also co-chair of our Diversity, Equity, Inclusion, or DEI, and Fair Housing Committee. So this month, April, is the Realtor Fair Housing Month, but we have a very active and engaged committee here, and we believe that every month is Fair Housing Month. So we invited Denise here today to talk a little bit about fair housing and why it's important to realtors in their business.
Good morning, Kris, and good morning, members. Why does fair housing even matter to our business in Maine? What do we even need it for? But if you think about it, and if you're out there right now, you may notice that Maine is becoming a safe haven for some diverse buyer groups that actually have some fear about where they are, and they're coming here for various reasons. So to be able to help them with their transition, as a matter of fact, our Governor Janet Mills has created an Office of New Americans to study immigrant trends and how to manage growth for the job market, infrastructure, and housing. And interestingly, if you care about dates, Maine passed its fair housing legislation in 1965. Whereas nationally, the Fair Housing Act was passed in 1968, so we were kind of ahead of the curve. We do have for housing some protected classes that you probably are familiar with. It's not okay to discriminate in Maine because of race, color, national origin, ancestry, religion, sex, sexual orientation, gender identity or expression, marital status, disability, familiar status, or receipt of public assistance. And at Greater Portland Board of Realtors, our leadership and members advocate for access to home ownership. So specifically in Maine, our population and the greatest amount of complaints we've gotten is for disability issues. Mm-hmm. So we have some older housing stock. It can mean anything like having a ramp or overcoming language barriers with translation services, release forms, being sensitive to someone with neurodivergence, and of course becoming familiar with challenges our protected classes face to help them with their real estate needs.
Excellent. Now, what are some resources for realtors who don't think about this every day, but it's important to them?
Most of us, including me, actually don't think of this every day. We're thinking, how do we get our contracts in, and how do we get our showings in? But you can always reach out to us here at the board and just look under contacts, and we'll certainly help you out. But on our website, you'll see that there are resources, and we just created a one-page fair housing resource guide, which should be really helpful. But if you go to the National Association of Realtors website as well, we are paying our dues, and there's so much transition going on, but so many resources all across the board for you. So if you look up just fair housing, you'll see all kinds of classes, certifications, articles. One of the ones that jumps out is the Fair Haven simulation. They are going to be having fair housing education be mandatory, just like ethics. So I believe one of the first offerings they're going to have is really kind of amplifying and involving Fair Haven. So just get out there and look around and see what inspires you and see what might be helpful for your business. It's good business.
Yeah, that's great to hear. And that requirement will be coming in 2025. So stay tuned for that. Stay tuned monthly and ongoing for more information from our DEI and Fair Housing Committee. If you have any questions, you can reach us also here through the office. We can put you in touch with Denise or with Andrea Page, who's the chair of that committee, and we'll take it from there. So stay tuned, and thank you.